Day 23, If I Perish, I Perish, from Esther chapter 4. There's a powerful tension that runs through the stories of Esther and the 4 lepers. On one hand, Esther calls for a 3-day fast before risking her life to approach the king. On the other hand, the lepers in 2 Kings take a desperate chance without prayer or fasting and still witness God's miraculous deliverance. So, what do these 2 stories reveal? Esther's fast wasn't a formula to guarantee success. It was a way to surrender, to humble herself and to say, God, I trust you whatever happens. Her words, if I perish, show a faith that doesn't demand a specific outcome, but a heart aligned with God's will. That's the core of fasting, not to manipulate God, but to draw near, to listen, to trust. The lepers, meanwhile, weren't making any spiritual decisions. They were trying to survive. Yet God used that moment to shake an entire army and bring provision to a starving city. Why? Because God is not limited to our spiritual efforts. His grace can move through our boldness, our desperation, and even our uncertainty. So, 3 practical applications. Number 1, don't treat fasting or prayer like a transaction. It's not about earning a response. It's about deepening your relationship with God and learning to trust Him more. Number 2, make room for courage, even when you're unsure. Sometimes, like the lepers, all you have is a maybe, but God can work through that step. And lastly, number 3, remember that outcomes don't define your faith. Obedience does. Esther walked in not knowing the result, but knowing she had prepared her heart. In the end, both stories remind us that God's mercy moves in ways we can't always predict. Whether we fast or pray or simply step out in faith, what matters most is that we are seeking His will and trusting His heart. So today, if you're facing a decision, a risk, or a need, don't focus only on the outcome. Focus on the one who holds it. Fast if you're led to, pray boldly, and like both Esther and the lepers, trust that God is already working ahead of you.